Hi guys, happy Monday, happy new week. It's a new week, it's almost end of June, and I just want us to do a little bit of my skincare routine, and then I want to show you guys what I do. I don't know if I'm audible, there's so much noise outside, but it's okay. Nataka kuonesha the things that I do to keep my skin how it is. I've received a few questions, a few compliments here and there about my skin, so leo nataka kuonesha the things that I do to my skin. This is basically my morning routine because today I woke up quite late. Right now it's almost 4 p.m. but I just showered and I just want to show you guys what I do to my skin. I'm starting with a clean canvas. I only put on some lip gloss. So the first step I'm going to do is this is a roller. I got it from Panda Mart. It's always in the freezer. You put it in the freezer, and then when you remove it from the freezer, you massage your face. I do this as the first step because it keeps my skin tight. I don't know if that's correct English. It tightens my skin. And it's so refreshing, honestly, especially now that there's a lot of sun. Oh gosh, this is so refreshing. It's basically for sculpting the face, I would say so, but you also have to be very careful with the areas around your eyes, so you like do it pole pole. So that's all for that. Let me do the nose because I left it out. You don't really need to do much with this one. That's it. We're just gonna let the moisture juu hii ilikuwa kwa freezer iko na tu maji, so uso yangu iko a bit wet, so we're just gonna let that sink in the skin and then we go to the next step. Anyway guys, before we go to the next step, I need to tell you guys what has been happening because I also need to vent. I also need to tell you guys the things that have been happening in my life. Well, not really in my life, around me. So starting off with number one, our neighbor's dog killed our neighbor's kitten. So there's this neighbor mwenye alihamia huku hivi the other day. I mean, like last month or last month part one. Nida was to say this neighbor also went ahead and reported us to the landlord that we garden a lot and there is so much smell of weed in the stairs for the kids. Like, anyway, like ukihamia hapo kikuja kutafuta nyumba kulikuwa kuna nuka chipo kwa stairs. Like, girl. Anyway, that's not even the thing. So like let's say a few days ago when we were going out to work out with my husband, we had this kitten crying and we know it's not our kitten, so we decided, you know what, let's listen kusikiza ni nyumba yangu mwenye amekuwa akicomplain tuna smoke weed sana huko kwa nyumba yangu. But they had locked the house, so the kitten was alone. It was like screaming. You know, if you're a cat person, you know when a cat is screaming, like ile cry ya distress. So the cat was screaming so much, guy. So to kind of, as we went and minded our business, the next day I think kids were on walikuwa na come midterm. We did hear the same. So the kids came to get me from my door, like wanajua mimi mama cats. So they came and got me and they were like, I was like, did you guys know Akinakecha have a cat? They were like, no. I'm like, do you hear the cat crying? So they were like, let's go check on it. So we went, and after checking on the cat, the owner of the cat came like, oh, I was in the bedroom, I didn't know the cat was awake, oh, blah 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 blah. Honestly guys, if you ever want to keep animals, there's so much that goes into taking care of animals. But now that so you can already see my skin is already glowing and I've not even applied anything. I've just done the ice roll. The other step we're gonna go in with is this eye cream. I also got this eye cream from Panda Mart for my eyes, so I'm just gonna go with it. I go with it one of the first steps because I need it to dissolve. By the time I'm applying other products, it needs to be already doing what it needs to be doing for the eye. I don't know if it works really, but I think it does. I think I've been seeing a change with my eye. I recently started using it, so you know these products also need consistency with the application. I've been applying it morning and evening. One of the best skincare tips I can actually give you is wash your face twice a day, especially if you're someone that starts their day very early in the morning and ends their day in the dark. Please wash your face twice a day. This is for the eye. As you can see, guys, my eyes, they've just brightened up like so. After the eye cream, I do like going in with this piece of gua sha, the other piece, and just massage under my eye like that, like that. Whatever you do to one eye, you do to the other eye. And then we're gonna let that sit. Everything you do to your face, you have to let everything sit, because you can't just put product after product. You have to let it sit for it to like soak in the skin. Anyway, what was I telling you about the lady? So taking care of cats is a big job. It's a whole job. It's a whole career. Anyway, so definitely I was like telling my husband, hey, this cat is not being petted the way it should, you know. And it's a baby cat. It was even younger than Diamond. So we saw the cat. The lady was like, the cat's name is Mayan, and it's a girl, blah 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 blah. So we were like, hi cutie, you know, the cat pleasures, cat pleasantries, and blah blah blah. And then I went the next day. The kids brought the kitten to my door to just say hi, and then they were asking for my whisk to play with the cat, and I gave them, my husband gave them. Same day, we introduced Mayan to Diamond, and they hissed at each other. Well, they went away later, and then later in the day, later in the day, the kids come and tell me that Alash's dog took the kitten and he has killed it. A dog killed a kitten, and this is the second cat that the dog has killed. Definitely, it was so heartbreaking for me. I was even like telling the kids, I think I yelled. My husband was telling me I yelled at the kids. I was like, you guys need to stop telling us things like this. You need to stop. We need to stop being your first. You know, the kid's dog that's killed the cat, he didn't even go tell the mom this and this has happened. Just come and tells us. And you know, I don't like seeing animals that have been tortured. I don't like seeing dead animals. It does a thing to me. It really hurt me. It really broke my heart. But we did a whole thing. I was like, I just took over the whole thing, and I was like, you know what? The kids were crying. The owners of the cats were crying, and they were crying hysterically. I was like, you know what, guys? We're just gonna bury Mayan. We're just gonna do a burial ceremony for Mayan and put flowers for her, and then she can have a nice send off, and she can know she is loved. And we did that. We looked for flowers. We dug a hole. They were crying. The mom was crying. Everyone was crying. Well, we put Mayan in the ground, and then we put some flowers, and it was amazing. It was amazing, because I know losing a kitten or losing a pet is not really something that is easy. It's really difficult. It was so painful for the kids, and it was so painful for me, because it's something we had predicted. Well, we didn't predict it was gonna die because of a dog bite, but the care, you just know. The care, you just know. So that's what happened. That's story number one. This, I usually say this is my holy grail for my skincare. This is rose water, and I always tell you guys this is rose water, but I've never shown you the kind of rose water I'll be talking about. So Every time I get a question about my face glowing, it's rose water. This is the rose water brand I use. You'll find this in the supermarket or in Best Lady, wherever. There is rose water alone, and then there's the rose water with glycerin. And you cannot buy rose water and add glycerin. Buy the rose water that is written rose water and glycerin. This is good toner. It's a good toner. It's a good toner, and it brightens your face. There is no amount of rose water that is enough. You can use as much as you want. So as you can see, these two are different colors. This is the one I bought from the supermarket. This one is not opened, and now this one is my stash, because just using that itself doesn't give you the kind of glow that you're about to see on my face. And also I use a spray bottle because I avoid it's good when you spray it on your face, because I would say I avoid touching my face, but some other products they involve me touching my face. So I do spray this because spraying is the best application method for this rose water. It's a toner. It's a good toner. If you can't get your hand on it, and get your hand on a spray bottle, when they are selling it, there's usually this bottle that doesn't have gosh, I'm still wearing my body. Well, there's usually this bottle, and then there's another one that is in a spray bottle, but it's written still rose water and glycerin. So when you buy it, you can get some cloves. Cloves you can get from supermarket or Soko. Clove sticks. See cloves grounded, the clove sticks. So you get cloves and you add it in your rose water. Now here, kwa hii chupa unaweka cloves. Ukienda sana unaweza weka pia, unaweza squeeze lemon and then filter and add in your rose water and what else? Honey. You can add it and then put the mixture in the fridge. So mimi nakuanga na stash kwa fridge. Hii iko hapa kwa sababu fridge iko already na like 2 bottles already. So zikipungua naendanga tu na refill. I always like to have a stash of rose water because it's so refreshing, guys. As you can see, my skin is drying, and as it's drying, it's glowing. Like in a glow, nika nimejipaka mafuta na nimejipaka mafuta mingi. It's such a good toner, and it's for every kind of skin. I would say it's for every kind of skin. I remember last year, or I think last year but one, nilikuwa kwa matatu, and this lady that was seated next to me, excuse me, ilikuwa actually January. This lady that was seated next to me, she was like, hey, can I ask you a question? Nilikuwa nataka kuuliza, what do you use on your face? I was like, I just told her I use rose water and my regime, and I use sabuni ya kipande to wash my face. And she was like, gosh, yeah, because I'm wondering how come this January na ijua yote ya January uso yako inang'aa tu, na uko kwa matatu uso yako tu inang'aa. And then nilikuwa nimeka ile side ya jua, and then you know when the sun is on my face, my face becomes a whole other thing, you know. Like she was like, gosh, your face is glowing. I've gotten that compliment so many times. I've ever been in a room and people were talking and they were like, hey, we need to stop talking about what we're talking about because there's underages here. And underage was me, and that was me when I was 28. I was 28 years old, and they're like, there's an underage here. They were like, whatever you use for your face, yes. I really trust my skincare routine. I really trust everything that I do for my face, because my face be showing it all. Because I grew up with so many scars. If you can see my face, like I had so many scars, so many pinch scars, and I haven't been to a dermatologist to get rid of the scars. I have been dealing with the scars myself, and as you can see, even the big scar is just going away, you know. And it's nothing expensive. It's just something you can just do for yourself. Anyway, rose water is the holy grail, and now that you can see, it's already dry. Now I no longer have rose water on my skin, but you can see my skin is glowing. So we're gonna do another layer of rose water and just let it sit. Because I'm doing this skincare quite late, this is just gonna be like morning and night routine. I'm not gonna wash my face again because the duration between now and when I'm sleeping, it doesn't make sense to wash my face again. But if I was starting my day at 8, I would wash my face in the morning, and I would wash my face if I'm sleeping at 9 or 10. I would wash my face again. Washing your face twice is the best hack you can ever do to see a change on your skin. Give it even 1 week. Within 1 week utakuwa umeona difference na uso yako. Clean face. Osha tu uso yako. Well, as we're waiting for this to sit, I'm gonna light a blunt, and then I'm gonna tell you guys of the other thing that has been happening in my life. So I've been working out. I've been moving my body regularly, if that's correct. I've been moving my body. You know, I used to be the kind of person, my husband is going to work out and I'm being left in the house. I said no. I'm not gonna be saying no. I started saying yes more often, because my husband always asks me, babe, do you want to work out? I've been working out, and it's not working out just to get this kind of imaginary body. I'm working out to just make sure my bones are moving. And I realize when I work out, I realize that there's something that I usually think I can't do and actually can do. You know, it's been such an experience for me since I decided I'm just gonna be doing it. Let's just be working out, let's be going out, let's be getting the steps in. Like today, I know I put in like probably 10k steps, and I already worked out. I jumped, I did some cardio, you know. I am so glad. Life is a balance. Yeah, life is a balance. What else has happened in my life? Oh, I've been watching House of Dragon season 3. Gosh, it's so overwhelming when Rhaenyra is not doing anything. I mean, you have dragons, you just kill your enemies, you just go burn all of them. But then there's Vega, and oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get into that because yeah. So while this is drying, guys, I wanna just catch up with you. How are you? Mkwaze? I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope life is doing you good as it is doing me good. Guys, can you actually see my nails? I did my nails last week. I forgot to vlog for you, but I think I did take a snippet. I did my nails. I went with a milky white, and you know, I was thinking to myself yesterday how that when you want something and when you really want it, you get it. Because when I was removing my other set, while I was thinking of my next set, I was like, I want a milky white color on my nails, legs and hands, toes and hands, well, toes and fingers. I was like, I want that color, and I contacted my nails guy, and I told him I'm coming tomorrow and I want milky white. He's like, I'm not sure I have milky white, but I'm gonna check. For now I have pure white. I made sure to tell him I don't want pure white, I want milky white, and he was like, okay, I'm just gonna check for you. And then the next morning he was like, hey, I found the milky white for you. So I was like, if I was gonna be like the person I was in the past, I'd be like, it's okay, kama hauna milky white ni sawa, unaweza nipaka pure white. But because I decided, you know what, it's not like I'm bothering him, I'm paying him, you know, get me the color I want, and he got me the color I wanted, and I got the milky white on my fingers, and I have a little crossy on my fingers, and I love it. This guy does a good job. And the first time actually nearly meet, well, the first time he did a service to me, he actually told me I have a mean face. I was like, yeah, I'm a mean girl. And I never want to look approachable. And honestly, it is never ever my desire to ever look like a girl you can just approach just like that. I never want to look like that. I always want to look fierce. Don't approach me, especially if you're approaching me with nonsense, because 90% of the people that approach you out of nowhere, they usually approach you with nonsense, you know. So like, I'm always like, I never want to look like that approachable girl. No. Anyway, guys, as you can see, the second layer is all dried up and my skin is already ni kama nimefanya routine mzima. So the next step we're gonna do is vitamin C. That's because it's during the day. If it was at night, I would be doing, but I'm gonna do another video for my night routine when I'm doing my night routine, so I can just show you guys what I do. So I'm gonna go in with this vitamin C. It's Dr. Des. It's really not that serious because I just started on this. I think it works. It brightens the skin. I got it from Panda Mart too. I got this from Panda Mart. I think some of my skincare, most of my skincares, I've gotten them from Panda Mart. My vitamin C and my collagen, I got them from Panda Mart. My eye cream, I got it from Panda Mart. I also have this cream that I apply at night that I'm gonna show you when I'm doing my night routine video. A gold cream that I apply on my face. I got it from Panda Mart. Skincare doesn't have to be expensive, honestly, guys. Sorry, let me skip the ad. It doesn't have to be expensive or complicated or too much. It's just something that your skin feels comfortable with. Whatever we see out here is really not true. People are being paid to advertise the products, not knowing if it works for different types of skin. You know, people are being paid to sell the products to you. But if you take time and look for products that work for your skin, and they just like give you the skin you want, you stick with that. Yeah. So we're just gonna put this vitamin C serum on my face. I just put a little. I like to spread it on my eyes, on my cheek, on my chin. Here. Wow. I'm using vitamin C because I intend on taking pictures with the sunset. Another important step when doing your skincare is ukiwezekana unaweza isongesha hadi kwa shingo. Unajua, the excess, just move it to the neck. There. As I told you guys, that's vitamin C. We're also gonna let that sit. Let everything sit. When you let everything sit, it just gives your skin that glow. Unajua, si kila kitu ni haraka. Not everything is a life or death situation. Just let the skincare sit. And you know what? One thing I appreciate about myself is the fact that I started taking care of my skin in my early 20s. And now that I'm going to my 30s, I can't help but just thank the younger me for taking care of my skin and taking care of my body. Like, I'm so grateful. I didn't have anyone to teach me that, oh, it's important to take care of your body. It's important to take care of your skin. It's important to look pretty. It's important to just dress up well. I didn't have anyone to do that. But you know what? Thank God for social media, honestly, because some of these things I've also learned from social media. I've also like put them into action in my real life, learning them from social media, you know. This rose water hack, I saw it in social media, I think like 5 years ago. And I've been using rose water for like 5 years, honestly. I've been using it for like 5 years, and you can literally see what consistency does. My face is not an oily skin. I don't have any oily moisturizer. I do let the rose water keep the shine. There's no moisturizer that I use. I wouldn't say I use a moisturizer during the day, I would say that, but at night I think I use a moisturizer, the gold cream, the gold face cream. It's so good, honestly. It just makes me feel expensive, especially when I sleep, when my face is on gold. Like, it makes my, you know, my subconscious is always on another level. Like, yup. Now that the vitamin C is set, I'm gonna go in with my last step. Well, last but not least, but this is the last step. Use a sunscreen, banana boat sunscreen. My husband got me this sunscreen from USA. I've had them for so long because they last so long. You just need a little bit, and you just spray it on your hand like that, and then kama mafuta, smear it on your face and on your hands. So After that step, now we're gonna start sculpting our face. This step also helps with the draining of the lymphatic fluids. There's nothing I love like draining my lymphatic glands. My gosh, just leaves me feeling lighter. So whatever you do to one side, you also have to do to the other side. So you guys can see my face. My face is not really a clean canvas, but you can see that it's really taken care of. This also releases stress. When you're draining your lymphatic glands, it releases stress, tension, if I do say so. So for my under eye, I'm gonna go in again. Remember we did like the under eye massage, but now we're doing it again. And now to my forehead. You sculpt your face the way you want your face to be. There. Now that I'm done, I'm just done. I'm gonna just put on some lip gloss. I was gonna do a makeup video. I mean, not a makeup video. I was gonna do my makeup and take pictures in the sunset. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So now that my skincare is done, I'm gonna just brush my eyebrows. There. I'm trying to grow a bushy eyebrow because I've always had thin eyebrows. I'm trying to make my eyebrows become a little bushy, if that makes sense. So let's do my edges now. This is the styling gel I'm using. This is the gel I've been using for my edges and it does wonder. It's not flaky. It has such a strong hold, if I do say so myself. I've never done my edges using my phone as a mirror, but there's also no style for doing your edges. Honestly guys, even makeup I usually tell myself I should have known this earlier. There's usually no particular way to do your makeup. You just have to do what looks good on your face. Then when you go to the mirror and look at yourself, how do you feel about what you just did? You know, there's no particular whatever. I'm so grateful to have a hairline, honestly. That side is done. Next side. Also, little product goes a long way. See, edges done. Done actually. So now that the face is done, I usually just to be extra, you don't need to do these, but for the luster, and because I massaged the sunscreen in the face, I'm just gonna put another layer of rose water. Light layer, just to lock that makeup in. Well, not makeup, just to lock that skincare in. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is my full skincare routine. No makeup, nothing, no even eye pencil. This is just blank skin, blank skin. And now I feel terrible if I have to put foundation or whatever on it, so I'm gonna have to postpone some of my activities to do for today to tomorrow, because today I wanted to take pictures with the sunset. I don't know even tomorrow if there's gonna be sun, but really I'm closed for business today because I did most of the activities I wanted to do. Gonna just end this video here, and I hope that you have learned a thing or two about skincare. I hope I have helped someone about learning skincare. Really, less is more. Just know less is more. Don't just put any product on your face and you don't know what it does for your skin. Don't just blindly buy products. Learn your skin. Learn your skin, learn yourself, learn what works for you, and yeah, that will help you a lot. Bye guys, I love you.